What's up, everybody? Eric here with another EWE Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about Knock at the Cabin. This will be a spoiler-free review, just if you're wondering, so I will not be giving any story spoilers for the movie. I will be talking about the themes of the movie, but that's as far as it's going to go. So, before we get on to any of the info for the movie, please like and subscribe to the channel. I think I forgot to say, my name's Eric. Please watch, guys. Like and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below what you thought about this video. Let me know what you want me to review. I'm having a lot of fun doing this and would like more suggestions from you guys. Alright, so moving on to information about this movie. This was released on February 3rd, 2023, directed by M. Night Shyamalan, and I'll talk more about it when we get to my thoughts on the movie. Talking about the cast. So, there's not that big of a cast, but there's like 7 people, and they're the main 7. So let me name all 7 of them. So there's Dave Bautista, Jonathan Groff, Ben Aldridge, Nikki Amakuta Byrne, Kristen Cui, Abby Quinn, and Rupert Grint, my bad. That's Ron Weasley. Ooh, I got that name wrong. And the movie has a runtime of 110. Oh my god, I'm off today, guys. Sorry. It has a runtime of 100 minutes. The plot of this movie, spoiler-free, is that we have this family that goes out to the cabin to try and have a nice, relaxing time, and out of nowhere, 4 strangers show up at the cabin saying that they need to talk to them, and then it turns out that these people are there to make sure that something bad happens. And it's not something that they want to do, but it's just something bad has to happen. One of the 3 family members has to die, and they have to be killed by the others, and they have to be willingly sacrificed in order to prevent the apocalypse. And it is already just that idea is like really like I don't want to use the F word, but like it's mind-blowing experience just seeing how they do it. So yeah, that's the plot of the movie. Now let me get to my thoughts on the movie. So first of all, I gotta say, I wasn't sure if I even wanted to watch this movie because, you know, M. Night Shyamalan, I always feel like it's a hit or miss with him. And I feel like the last couple times, so I remember when I really was into him and then he disappointed me like crazy with Lady in the Water. I was like, then The Happening. I was like, And then he decided to destroy The Last Airbender. And that one just like, that broke me. I have seen some of his stuff since then, but I did skip 2 of his movies. And then I watched Split, and I was like, okay, he might be back on form. And then I watched Glass, I was like, no, never mind, he's not back in form. So yeah, the best way I can describe M. Night Shyamalan is that he's consistently inconsistent. So let's talk about this movie. So I actually thought what we got here was pretty solid. I was not expecting it to be this good for me. I was just like, I'll admit, I went in with pretty low expectations, but what I thought, what we got was like, no, this is actually pretty good. What this movie does really well is, if you put yourself in the shoes of the characters and what they have to do, it's like, what do you do if you're in the shoes of these characters? Like, they're in a tough spot. It's either you kill one of your most loved people in your life, and it's to save the entire world. And it's just like, for me as a Star Trek fan, I always think of the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. That idea. But even that, it's like, yeah, I know in theory that's true, but what happens when it's actually in practice and like you're in that situation? And I felt that was a good part of this movie where I kept going with that choice. It kept going back to me. It's like someone has to die, or it's like, you can't, like, are you really going to sacrifice the entire world? So that actually worked for me. So yeah, the choice was always in there in the entire time for me. I will say this movie does have a problem with some of the themes, like, keep coming back. Like, the 2 main characters are gay. And the movie kept going back to this whole idea of like, oh, they were targeted because they were gay. And it's like, I get it's fine to mention like once, I'll give you twice, but they kind of did it a few times repeatedly, and it just didn't work for me. I'm not sure if that's because I'm not part of that community, that maybe I would have felt different if it was something like, oh, we're being targeted because like we're Hispanic or something. Maybe that one would have like gone out and like I would have felt that a little bit more, but I didn't hear. I just felt like maybe use it a little less and it would probably be a little bit more effective. But yeah, other than that, like I really enjoyed this movie. I think what might piss some people off is that there's no real villain here. Like, even though you see Dave Bautista and all of them, like, they're not really villains. They're there because they need to convince these people to do it before the apocalypse. So that's probably one thing that a lot of people are gonna be like a little bit weird for them, thinking, but who's the actual bad guy? It's like, there is no bad guy. There's this God, I guess, is the bad guy in this movie. But yeah, I thought the acting was pretty solid. Dave Bautista, even though it was like big and intimidating, I really did like the way they used them. And everyone here, I thought everyone did a great job. Even Kristen Cui, as a child actor, I was just like, she didn't do a bad job. I actually thought she was pretty good. And usually that's the thing that takes me out of movies. The child actors just like get annoyed, and I'm like, I don't really care for it. But no, she did a great job. I feel like everyone did a solid thing of making you feel like, if this did happen, how would it happen? And it's just like, yeah, I thought that was a great job by all of them. For people wondering, does M. Night show up in this movie? Check every one of his other movies and you'll know. Yeah, he always has to be in there. But he's like subtly in there for this one. Other than that, I don't have too much negative to say about this movie. Let me talk about the score and then we'll say other things. So I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10 for good. Yeah, it's solid. It's not anything I would say special, but it's good. What's another way of saying it? Like, you kind of know what M. Night's going to do in a lot of his movies, and he kind of does that here. Is there like a crazy twist in this movie? Nothing crazy. The movie kind of tells you what the twist is just at the start, and it's just like, all right, it is what it is. But yeah, for this movie, I thought it was good what they did. Why I didn't say it was great is that it didn't give me that feel of like, oh, that's great, I want to watch it again or anything like that. I was just like, no, it felt good. At worst, I'd say it's okay, and at best, it's good. And I'm gonna go more with the good side. I'm trying to be a positive Pete, and I thought it was good. I'm gonna say that. With that being said, this is one of M. Night's better movies in the past couple of years. So I'd actually say if you wanted to go watch it, I definitely recommend you go watch it. It's not that long. It's like it says 100 minutes, but that's basically just if you count for a trailer, it's basically a 90-minute movie. So yeah, an hour and a half, not bad. So I'd say give it a shot. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to stay in theaters because a lot of things just came out in rapid succession right now. But I would assume it's coming out to streaming services in the not too long future. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this movie, guys. Whether or not you should watch it, I definitely think you should. I think it's a good M. Night Shyamalan movie. Are you ever going to feel scared? No, you might have some moments where you feel tense, but I feel like that kind of goes away after a while. It's maybe like just at the start, and afterwards you're like, okay, I'm good to go. There are some, like, because it's like the apocalypse and all that, you're going to see some crazy things in there that I'll admit, like, in a real world, I would get freaked out if I saw that, so just be ready for that. Alright, what am I going to review next? So right now, I don't exactly have what's going to come out right now, because I don't know the order things are coming out. I'm hoping to get this out on Monday, so that means Tuesday is going to be Last of Us, Wednesday, we'll figure that one out. Thursday is going to be South Park, because those videos are doing really well for me, so I'm going to keep doing that. And Friday is going to be Cocaine Bear. I am so excited, guys. That's probably, like I said in another video, that's the movie that got me wanting to do these reviews, because it just looks so cool. So, watch out for that Friday. I'm going to make a big deal about that one, because I'm really excited for it. Even if it sucks, I'll make a big deal about it. Alright guys, well that's it for this one, so please like the video, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you guys thought about this video. If you watched the movie, what did you think? I'm very curious. I want to hear other people's thoughts on these movies that I am watching. So yeah, thanks for that guys, and I'll talk to you soon.